Hello everyone and welcome to the first episode of Legends of Hyrule. Today's video will be about one of my favorite creatures from the Legend of Zelda series, the Gorons. Creatures that live in Death Mountain, eat rocks, and all around seem pretty awesome. So for the bulk of this video, I'm going to be talking about Goron culture and the different aspects of culture that go along with it. So a little while back I made a video about Tomorrowland's culture at Disney World. You should probably check that out when you're done watching this one. But anyways, in that video, I broke down the different aspects. So there are some aspects of culture that wouldn't really make any sense to put into this video, such as working schedules or jokes or language, for example. So I'm just gonna not incorporate those. I'm just gonna incorporate the types of culture that work with the Gorons in the Legend of Zelda series. So to start off with medical cures, Gorons know how to make this thing called a fireproof elixir, which is not hard to make at all. Actually, it's one of the simplest things you can make in the game. You just take some monster bits and a fireproof lizard, and then you got a fireproof elixir. Yay. Gorons have also figured out how to be able to make pain-killing medicine to prevent pain in the back and stuff, as evidenced by a leader of the Gorons in Breath of the Wild. He mentions multiple times that he needs painkillers because his back is hurting. Now, for the religion category, this seems like it'd be pretty easy, because it seems that the Gorons worship the same golden goddesses plus Hylia that the Hylians do, and every other race does in the Zelda series. Evidence for this is shown in Ocarina of Time with the 3 spiritual stones. The Gorons possess the spiritual stone of fire, the Zoras possess the spiritual stone of water, and the Kokiri possess the spiritual stone of forest. These all correspond with the golden goddesses of Hyrule, Din, Nehru, and Feor. Din, the goddess of fire and power, Feor, the goddess of courage and forest, and Nehru, the goddess of water and wisdom. When it comes to raising children, the Gorons seem to be pretty similar to Hylians in that regard. They just sort of let their kids run around, play with each other, have fun, all the good stuff kids should be doing. Now we're in the food category. Gorons eat one thing specifically, and that's tasty, tasty rock sirloin. I know, it sounds super appetizing, right? It's not as if you'd break your teeth trying to eat it. Rock sirloin is mined inside of Dodongo's cavern, which is the largest mine in Death Mountain during the era of the Hero of Time. Now, when it comes to folk art, it seems that the Gorons seem to have a skill for carving, and that's shown with their massive monolithic structures that they built in Breath of the Wild, with their large champion statues in the background overlooking Death Mountain. When it comes to manners, the Gorons seem to be a little bit more close to people than, say, Hylians or just humans from the normal world. They seem to be fine with getting really close and hugging and stuff. And they also tend to call everybody they meet brother. When it comes to the clothing category, the Gorons seem to be not really on this scale at all, because usually they're naked.
Look at me, I'm naked!
However, when Gorons do wear clothes, they actually just wear small loincloths. Now for just a general overview of the Gorons and their sort of society and all that and their place in the Hyrule Kingdom. So Gorons live in Death Mountain, and they get all their food from Dodongo's cavern by mining rock sirloin. However, they can eat other forms of rock. They can eat minerals, for example, like they can eat diamonds and amethysts and all that. However, they say it tastes really nasty. And you know what? I can agree with them. Imagine if you're at a really nice, fancy restaurant and you got a soup, all right? So in this soup, you got a diamond in there. It's just disgusting. I'd hate that.
At your service, sir!
Waiter, there's a
diamond
in my soup. Could you do something about it?
Disgusting, worthless diamonds. So something very unique about Gorons that is pretty different from any other race in the Legend of Zelda series is that Gorons are actually, well, at least seem to be hermaphroditic, meaning that they only have one actual gender. However, they use certain gender pronouns, specifically male ones, when referring to each other, similar to the gems from Steam Universe referring to each other as exclusively female. Gorons seem to be master ironsmiths, being able to make really great weapons that are super strong and very heavy, and they usually take advantage of a Goron's massive strength and weight. And to finish off this video with one more interesting fact about Gorons, is that they have the ability to withstand basically any weather condition. They can handle being in the cold while it's not comfortable, they can handle being in fire areas, which is where they live, and they can handle being underwater, as shown with the Goron in Twilight Princess that's at the bottom of Lake Hylia. Anyways, that's all I've got for today. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to share with your friends, that'd be pretty polite of you. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I want to get up to 100 subscribers by maybe next week. That'd be pretty good. Yeah. Oh, maybe you should all, if you've ever played a Zelda game, maybe tell me what your favorite Zelda game is, or maybe your first Zelda game in the comments. That'd be cool. Get a dialogue going. Fun. Bye.